I like sports and that's it.
Yo, it's the one and only Lyse.
And it's your girl Velz, aka Velly Vel, if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are
Loc'd in Sports.
Yo, episode 18.
Episode 18, episode 18.
Yes,
sir.
man. Dude, I feel like it's been a long time since we had like a recording like this.
You know, it kind of has been, but you know, we happy to be back.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? Back on the show, back in business.
Yeah.
Ready to give y'all a little rundown of a few things.
Oh, yeah. You know, WNBA Playoffs is right around the corner, so we got to get into it. And, you know, our favorite player just went off last week, so, you know, we got to talk about that. Couple little things that going on in the NBA we want to kind of touch on. You know, FIBA. We still got some free agents still looking for some homes. We got some players that's ready to move around. So we're going to get into all of that too. What's another thing? Shoot. Texas Rangers pissing me off, but we'll get to that later. And of course, the NFL season is starting this week.
Yep.
You excited?
I'm really excited about the NFL starting this week, but we're going to get to that.
We're going to get into it because we just going to get into it. I'll wait. I'll wait. It's an interesting episode if I do say so myself. We're going to have a good time. But before we get into all of that, of course, since it's been so long since we recorded, Velz, how have you been? What's been going on? I feel like I ain't seen you. What's up?
Man, it's been going, you know. For those, some know, some don't. Like, I'm a coach high school coach, and right now we're in volleyball season. Mm-hmm. Shout out to volleyball, Lady Texans.
Hey.
You know, it's been, man, August has been booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
And I'm honestly so glad that, you know, August has come to an end. Now we finally get to settle into our regular schedule, you know, playing on Tuesdays and Fridays, practice on Saturday mornings.
Right.
And so, you know, pretty much all of the tournaments are pretty much done. I think JV has one more tournament. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I'm just excited just to settle in.
Right.
We start district.
Hey.
Play this Friday.
Okay.
Going up against our rivals, Bowie.
Oh, here we go.
Bowie High School. So it starts there, and really just our varsity team is just trying to make a playoff push this year.
Right.
So it's we're settling into our season. You know, we're settling into our regular schedule, but these games are about to be meaningful.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. But yeah, just busy working and coaching.
Yeah.
You know, but that's it. That's about it with me. What about you?
I mean, same. Well, not coaching, but just working and doing other stuff. Last time we had got together, I was getting ready to go on vacation to Essence Fest. It was a vibe. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to Essence Fest. We had a great time. Yeah, man. I just been trying to enjoy the last piece of summer. I mean, as we're recording today, it's Labor Day, so summer is technically over, which sucks. But, you know, I'm just getting ready for the fall. I'm actually getting ready to go out of town. We'll go on another vacation on Thursday. A little fun in the sun, get some different kind of weather because it's hot in Texas. It's just been hot. Just hot.
Hot.
With, you know, triple T.
Man.
But, I just been cooling for real. Just working, hanging out. I'm studying for my cert as well.
Okay.
I hope to, you know, have some good news by the end of the month about that. And I would like, you know, hopefully I'll be able to share with you all on the pod.
Yes, ma'am. We hope to hear that good news.
You know?
But you know what? That's enough catching up for now. We're going to go ahead and get into it.
Yep.
Beezy, go ahead and drop that beat.
Hey.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah.
All right. So, WNBA, man.
Yeah.
WNBA has been exciting. A lot of things have been happening. Playoffs are around the corner. Mm-hmm. We kind of just wanted to touch on, you know, some standings. And like Lyse mentioned earlier, you know, our favorite player went off a few weeks back. We're going to get into that. But yeah, so let's talk about these standings real quick. A couple of teams, well, more than a couple of teams have already clinched their spots in the playoffs. I believe the playoffs start on September either 13th or something like that.
That sounds about right.
And it's gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I can be real with you, I really only have two teams in my mind who I can see actually winning the championship.
Okay.
And that's the Aces or the Liberty. But we'll get into that. But right now, the Aces have clinched. The New York Liberty have clinched. The Connecticut Sun have clinched their spots. Dallas Wings, of course, shout out to the home team. They clinched their spot. And the Minnesota Lynx have clinched their spot. Also, it's been a few teams who have also gotten eliminated already, which is the Indiana Fever, the Seattle Storm, and the Phoenix Mercury. They've been eliminated.
So WNBA, they take the top 8?
I believe it's the top 8 teams.
Okay.
And honestly, the Storm and the Mercury, they were on I think the Mercury were on a 10-year playoff appearance streak.
Oh, yeah.
That's come to an end.
Yikes.
The Storm, I think they were on a 7-year playoff appearance streak, and they just broke that streak as well. So
You talking about Seattle Storm? They was on a 7-year?
7-year playoff appearance
Dang,
streak.
somebody call Sue Bird. They need you back in Seattle.
I'm sure she could still throw on a nice and give it a go again, but I'm sure she's done with it. But yeah, so like playoff wise, like what are you looking forward to as far as the playoffs? What do you see happening?
Man, I think honestly a good question. I think it's gonna be exciting for one. And I see. Let me pull up the conferences. I see the Wings progressing this season.
Okay.
Since last year, I know they was they got eliminated after the first round, right? They didn't make it out the first. I see them going to the next round. I honestly do. I see them going to the second round. They just been hooping. They've been a little inconsistent throughout the season.
Right.
But that's a lot of talent on that team.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
I've said this before. I really feel like Satu Sabali is having a career season this year. She just, matter of fact, put up 40 points the other night. And I was like, Satu? And she's just been playing outside of her mind this season. So with that, and you already got a scorer and a superstar in Enrique.
Right.
So anytime you have somebody else outside of Enrique putting up them kind of numbers, I think you in for a good run.
Yeah, definitely.
My opinion. So I definitely excited to see what the Wings do in their playoff journey. Of course, I got the Aces. I still, like you said, I see them in the finals. I honestly don't see a team in the West that can beat them.
Right.
I don't know how long the series is. Is it like a 3-game, 4-game?
I think it's
series?
best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see any team in the West being able to dominate the Aces in a 5-game series.
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't.
You know what would be dope? Is if we get a Vegas Wings matchup.
Whew,
That would be dope.
I'm going to that.
Because those games, honestly,
They be rocking.
we talked about this in a previous episode, but I've gone to one of those Aces Wings games, and they're normally competitive. And now I will say, I think the very last time that the Aces played the Wings, I think the Aces went on and took care of business and kind of, they blew them out a little bit. But other than that, like those games are always competitive. So I would love to get that matchup.
I mean, because Erika did say they was paper champions, right?
Right. They paper champions.
You can't poke the bear, Erika. I love the confidence. I love all of that, but those are MVPs and all-stars.
Right.
What? And y'all are too, and y'all right. Y'all had a couple all-stars on y'all team this season, but you don't poke that bear. You just don't mess with that bear. I'm also looking forward to Connecticut too, man. Alyssa Thomas has just been playing outside of her mind this
Alyssa
season.
Thomas been going off.
Man,
Still, how old is Alyssa Thomas?
I don't know. I think she may be around even early 30s or late 20s.
She has been hooping,
She been going off.
being very consistent.
Yes. And that Connecticut Sun team is different. Now, they've been in the top 3 all season, too, and I don't think they've been getting enough credit as they should because Connecticut been balling. The Connecticut Sun definitely has been balling.
You know who also has still been in her bag?
Who?
DeWanna Bonner.
Yes.
DeWanna Bonner is a hooper.
Yes, she is.
She just hoops, man. She just knows how to hoop. She just knows how to play the game.
She's a gamer.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, you're right. The Connecticut Sun could definitely find them ways.
Oh, yeah.
Find their way going to the second round, third round, whatever the case may be.
The only team I see them tripping them up is the New York Liberty.
Yeah.
And that's another team that I'm looking forward to seeing. And like you had mentioned, the matchup that everybody wants to see is the Liberty and then the Vegas Aces in the finals.
Right.
You know, and we'll get touch on that because it's a lot right there. Liberty and the Aces is a lot right there.
It's definitely a lot.
That's what I look forward to seeing. What about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same. Just to see what the Aces are going to do. The Liberty, they have a stacked team.
Yeah, they do.
Their team is stacked.
Yeah.
Their team is stacked, and that's honestly why normally I would just go Aces all the way, in which I'm still rooting for them to go all the way and win their second championship back-to-back years. But that Liberty team looked good.
Yeah.
And they kind of got me concerned a little bit. Of course, same with you. I'm hoping for the Wings. I think they are going to go 2 rounds deep this year.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be their ceiling. I think that'll be their ceiling for this year. It sucks, but but other than that, yeah. And then I don't see nobody else really matters to me.
That's terrible.
It's those teams, the Aces, the Liberty, and then I want to see what the Wings do. Yes, the Sun, they are nice as well.
Yeah,
like we just mentioned a couple of players, but I just don't see anybody messing with the Aces or the Liberty, man. I just don't.
Nah, that's tough. That's tough, man. And if you would have asked me a month ago who would win out of Vegas and the Liberty, I would have told you Vegas.
Right.
I would have told you the Las Vegas Aces. I don't know if I can say that now.
Right.
I can't say for certain that the Aces are going to repeat this year. Because when Candace Parker went down, and I didn't, you know what, and forgive me, Candace Parker, I apologize to you. I didn't think she made a difference.
She did.
She does.
Yeah.
Because the Aces have no answer for big girl Jonquel Jones down below.
Right.
Like, they have no answer for that. And she bullied them. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Asia, she gets hers. Mm-hmm. But Jonquel's bigger. Now Asia's a little bit, she's more athletic. Asia can jump.
Right.
But that's a big body
she's
down
agile.
there. Yeah. Not having Candace Parker, you have seen the Aces lose a lot of games. Okay, I say a lot of games. They've only lost how many games?
5 games.
5.
Their entire season, they've only lost 5 games.
But you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. They was not even losing games.
Right.
You thought they was probably gonna lose maybe 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. But not having Candace Parker, you definitely showed that there's some kinks in that armor. And they just haven't had an answer for the Liberty.
Yeah.
During the Commissioner's Cup, we got to kind of see what that looks like.
Right.
And the Liberty took care of business by winning the Commissioner's Cup. They've played the Aces now, the past 2 or 3 times, it's been the Liberties beating the Aces.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
It is. And also, one thing I didn't know about the Commissioner's Cup is that those girls get a bonus.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like, I want to say both teams, even if you're on the losing team, you still get money. And that's a good come up for them, because, everybody knows about, how the WNBA players get paid.
Right.
And a lot of people feel like they should get paid more. So I think that Commissioner's Cup is dope, being able to, not only do they get like a bonus, they also get money to, I believe they get money to donate to a charity. As well. So I think that's dope. But other than that, yeah, that's all I have. That's all I pretty much have for the WNBA.
Yep.
Like I said, playoffs are starting soon. I'm excited to see who comes out on top as champions. It's going to be interesting.
Definitely going to be interesting. Before we move on, did we talk about Asia's 53-point game?
No. Shout out to Asia.
Shout out.
Who had 53 points against the Dream. They
played the Dream. Yeah. She put a 53 on Atlanta Dream. And Atlanta Dream is actually, they still in the hunt too, right?
Yes, they are.
So
yes, they're 6th right now.
Okay, bet.
In all of WNBA, so yeah, they're still in the hunt.
That's good for Atlanta because Atlanta was trash last year.
Yeah,
So,
definitely
coming up. Shout out to Atlanta.
Right,
Dream.
but shout out to Asia, man.
Yeah.
Bucket getter. That girl, and I actually, I missed the game, but I went and made sure I watched the highlights on YouTube, and she definitely did her thing. She wasn't missing. I know she went to the line a whole lot of times, but still, you still got to make those free throws when you step up to the line. So, shout out to Asia.
Yes.
My favorite player right now in the WNBA.
Yo, she's
I'm
so
rocking
cold.
with her. She is.
And she got that swagger. Like, she know, and then she knows she cold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But do you think, real quick, and we can move on, but it just kind of popped in my mind, do you think the Aces needed to be humbled?
I mean, yeah, because at one point in time they seemed unstoppable, and they've only won one championship, right?
Yeah.
So, but they still been dominant, and I think they needed to be humble. I think they believe that themselves as well. It's just like, because if we're gonna be the best in the WNBA, like, we have to beat the best,
right?
Teams like the Liberty, the Connecticut Sun, and I mean, the Aces, they're still dominant. They've only lost 5 games this season.
And we probably like, the world's falling down. They only lost 5 games,
right?
But you don't expect that from them.
You don't, but I definitely think that they needed to be humble. They needed a little piece of humble pie.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just gonna make them better suited for a playoff run, a deep playoff run. And
I agree.
But obviously we'll see once we get to the finals. But yeah, definitely.
All right. That's dope. That's dope, man. I think we good on WNBA.
We good on WNBA.
We ready for that? Oh, we'll come back. We'll circle back when playoffs start, and we'll give up some playoff. I guess we kind of already did that, but we'll deep down a little bit further once all the teams have been announced. But yeah, keep supporting the WNBA. I'm actually going to go see the Wings and Liberty game tomorrow. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I want to see Stewie play live. I want to see Sabrina Ionesco play live. Courtney Vance, all them girls. I want to see, what the Wings do against them girls. That made me think one more thing. I'm sorry, Velz. Never mind. I can't remember now. It's gone from me. Oh, well. All right. That's a wrap on WNBA.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Now on to the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, should we drop the beat or let it ride?
Drop the beat, busy.
All right.
Gotta drop the beat. All right. So the NBA, one of my favorite leagues, one of my favorite topics to talk about. We don't really have much today on this episode to talk about, but we just kind of wanted to recap a few things. Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Let's talk about free agents who are still on the market. Damian Lillard.
But is he a free agent?
Well, he's not a free agent. Yeah. Forgive me. He's not a free agent, but he just wants to move on from Portland. Everybody knows he wants to move on. At first, he was loyal and I'm not going to leave. This is my team and all of that. But now that he got his money, it's cool. You got your bread, but you want to win some games as well. You want to be able to compete for a championship as well. You want to be on a contending team. So Dame is still in limbo. My opinion on that, I think he's going to Miami. I think that he will be in Miami before training camp starts. Yeah. Training camp starts, I want to say towards the end of this month, beginning of October. And I think it's the end of this month.
Yeah, it starts at the end of this month.
Oh my gosh, we are coming up on it, baby.
We here.
I'm excited. But yeah, I think that Dame will be on another team by the time training camp starts.
What is it going to take for that to happen, though? What is Miami going to have to give up?
They got to give up a bigger piece. And I keep forgetting what Miami wants to give them, but Portland is just not accepting it. They don't want it. They feel like they want more, and I feel like Miami had put together a good trade package. But
can you fault Portland?
I can't fault them. I can't fault them because you have to rebuild and try to become a contender yourself. So I can't fault them at all.
Dame should have never extended.
Right, but that money be talking, man. That money talks. And I know they take care of him well in Portland.
Oh, for sure.
He is the man in Portland.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Their savior.
But I do think that he will be on another team prior to training camp starting. What do you feel about that?
I would like for that to happen. Just, for the sake of those teams, for both teams.
Right.
So Portland can move on. So Miami can move on. So the NBA can move on. Because where's Waldo? Where's Dame going? What I mean? So it's I will it happen? I don't know. He will be traded before the end of this season, whether it's at the beginning or by, All-Star break before the deadline. I think you have to, if he doesn't want to play at this point, he's, as an organization, I feel like Dame has given everything he has.
He has.
To that organization, and unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Do the right thing and free Dame. And I think we have touched on this, and I said you need a free Dame. The sooner the better. I just think for everybody involved, because you don't want that to spill off into your locker room.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially at the beginning of the season. Like, you want a fresh start. You want to, go into the season with a positive vibe. You don't want all of this hanging over you. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then in other news, FIBA.
Yep.
And the only reason we're talking about FIBA in the NBA segment is because there's so many NBA players playing, especially for Team USA, obviously, but just all across the board. We have players that's playing for Lithuania. We have NBA players playing for Canada. Some notable players playing for Australia, Italy. But I just kind of wanted to touch on this USA team real quick. All right, so I just wanted to run through the roster real quick. So you got Tyrese Halliburton, you got Mikal Bridges, you got Cam Johnson, you got Brandon Ingram, Paolo Banchero, Bobby Portis Jr., Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler, and Austin Reeves, my guy Austin Reeves. And the reason why I ran through that roster is because they're really not giving.
They're not.
Like, I'm not impressed really with the roster. And I get it. They probably asked everybody in the NBA, hey, do you want to come play for Team USA to compete for the FIBA World Cup? And a lot of them probably declined. So, they kind of got who they got. Right. And no disrespect against these guys. These guys are very talented. Jaren Jackson Jr., reigning Defensive Player of the Year, You got Anthony Edwards, who is a star for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You got, Jalen Brunson, who has been, before he left Dallas, he was doing his thing in Dallas, and now he's doing his thing for New York. You have decent players on this roster, but I don't feel like it's enough to win the gold.
It's no star power.
There's no superstar power.
Right.
I feel like they need a player like Ja Morant or, they need somebody like that, that to give them that push. You know what I'm saying? They don't have much star power, and it's not given. Now, do I still support them? Yeah, it's Team USA, and they play for the NBA. Yeah, I'm going to still support them and kind of keep up with the scores, watch the highlights, because I really can't catch the games because they come on at the butt crack of dawn in the morning, So, or I'm at work and I can't watch. But this team is just not. I don't feel like we are suited enough to win the gold. We just lost to Lithuania the other day, and then they play Italy tomorrow. They were playing, who was it? I want to say it was Germany. And what's his name? Dennis Schroeder plays for Germany. Yeah, he's getting dirt. They were down like 17 points to Germany. Jesus. And they ended up coming back and winning the game. Right. And I believe that was like the pool play, but I just don't think that this team is ready. I don't think that this team is ready. Brandon Ingram, I don't know what's going on with him. He hasn't been playing well. He really ain't been getting much playing time, honestly. Really? But then when he does, he's not playing well. So, I think the only thing that I like about this team is Austin Reeves. Him getting better, him being able to play with other players and just prepping him for the Lakers season. Right. But other than that, like, I rock with the guys. I'm a root for them. I hope that they bring home the gold. And I don't know how it happens. I don't know if you have to go undefeated to win gold, or do you have? It's different. Like that, you have points. I think for each win that you get points or something like that. So I don't know exactly how it is, but I'm really not feeling this team like this. Not as a collective. Not as a collective. Not as it's constructed. Like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I mean, I was unimpressed. I will definitely say that. But again, like you say, we're part of the USA. We want USA to win, do good, bring home the gold. But it's just, like you said, the roster, like you said, it just isn't giving.
It's not giving, man. But I guess we'll see moving forward. We're going to hope that and root for Team USA to bring home the gold. Yeah. And, that's all I have on that.
For sure. Hey, one thing I will say about FIBA, I got a chance to look at, Slim Luka. I'm liking Slim Luka.
Okay.
Slim Luka's looking good.
Right.
You know, and I hope Slim Luka will stay Slim Luka throughout the whole 23-24 campaign.
Didn't he get slim last season?
Yeah, but man, my guy likes to eat at Nick and Sam's and smoke hookah and drink beer. Okay, so
He living his life.
you know, but Slim Luka got engaged over summer, so everybody say he's gonna probably keep the slim look.
I
for
didn't know that. Congrats,
Yeah,
Luka.
he gonna probably keep the slim look for the engagement pictures and
Yeah,
wedding
yeah.
stuff like that. So right now, this is good. This is a good thing for Luka.
Right.
Luka's getting married. Luka's gonna be skinny. So, so you know what? NBA, beware of Slim Luka. I'm just gonna say this now. In September, I know we got a whole nother month, but beware of Slim Luka. This may be the MVP year.
Maybe.
And speaking of my Mavericks, and then we can move on.
Okay.
I just wanted to gloat real quick because Velz. I remember back, I don't know, when was this? March? Yeah, it was probably like March, April, whenever we was talking.
Probably have to play that back.
Oh, yeah, we are. Matter of fact, right now, go ahead and remind myself in the world what Velz had to say about this.
Kyrie is a rental for Dallas. I feel like it's I just don't want Dallas Mavericks fans to be disappointed. And I was saying these things in a group message and they thought I was hating. But I know how I've seen it too many times. I know how the NBA works. He's a rental. Because first of all, y'all didn't do anything at the trade deadline. Right? Did y'all?
No, we didn't. Okay.
We'll
okay.
get there. I'm going to let you talk.
Okay.
Y'all didn't do anything at the trade deadline because you remember it was rumored that Ayton could have been going to the Mavericks. Now, had they got him,
We'll get
my
there.
mind would have changed. But he is a rental. You have to return him in 90 days.
She said that. And I was like, and everybody knows, but I would formally, because I hadn't had a chance to really do this yet. Velz. Is he a rental? Was he a rental?
Okay.
What happened?
I can admit, Lyse was right.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie wasn't a rental, and I was wrong. There was still a chance, though. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of going on, and
I don't believe it was
I really, in my heart of hearts, I really do believe that Kyrie wanted to go play for Brian, or not play for Brian, but play for the Lakers
No, you said it right.
with Brian.
She said it right.
I really do think that he wanted to either play with the Lakers or play with the Suns. And it just didn't happen. But I'm happy for Dallas. I'm happy that they got them a true, like a stud. They have a stud in Kyrie. And I will say this though, and I would have said the same thing even if he had came to the Lakers. Kyrie has been injured a lot at this point of his career. And obviously you got to stay healthy. Even Luka got to stay healthy, but Kyrie has to stay healthy. Dallas to me still is not a championship contender. Like on paper, and I say this with all respect, no shade, no disrespect.
No, that's fair.
Respectfully,
I'm
on
listening.
paper, I just don't feel like Dallas is there yet. Now, I will be honest. If they were, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, y'all got some. Y'all actually just got rid of JaVale. JaVale went to the Kings. He wasn't playing anyway for Dallas.
Yeah, that's
But you still have Dwight Powell. Still don't know what what's his name? Cam or
the rookie?
no
Who?
what's his name? The center or the forward? Christian Wood.
Oh yeah.
We still don't know what Christian Wood is going to do because a lot of teams are waiting to see where Dame lands. And once Dame, he's the first domino. Once Dame figure out where he going, then I think it's going to be a few more people to move around.
Yeah.
I want the Lakers to get Christian Wood so bad. I like him, and I don't understand why he doesn't work out with the teams that he's played for, like Houston and Dallas. I don't understand why Dallas don't fool with him like that. I really don't.
Well, the rumor is that he doesn't have the work ethic.
Okay.
Who's
Who's the veterans in that locker room?
Kyrie. I mean, Luka, Dwight Powell.
I don't think those guys are pushing him enough. I just don't.
Yeah.
But I can see him being pushed if he comes to the Lakers. You got Brian, you got AD, you You got, Austin Reeves. You got, like, players who have been there, done that. But just Bron and AD, period. Like, them two. It stops there.
They gonna get them going, huh?
Because it's different. And then if you put on that purple and gold, like, it's different when you playing for an organization like that. No shade to Dallas. Dallas is the home team.
You saying a lot of no shade.
I have a place for Dallas in my heart. Like I told you guys, like, once LeBron retires, like, I will consider rooting for Dallas.
We don't want you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
You stay
don't
on that
do
purple
that.
and gold.
I got love for Dallas. Even when we go to game, like, whenever they're not playing the Lakers, even when we go to Dallas games, like, I'm rooting for them boys, like, but I just don't see them. I don't understand what's going on with Christian Wood. I just don't. But like you said, that's the rumor.
The rumor is just he doesn't have the work ethic. He doesn't want to play defense. So
that's not flying in this Laker locker room. You're gonna do something.
I mean, I guess it didn't fly in the Mavericks neither because they let him know. They gave him the Dylan Brooks treatment. We're not re-signing you.
That's crazy.
You're not coming back.
That is so crazy. But I get it. You gotta work, man. I understand you don't want to be here, but this is a job. You have to be a professional, and you have to work. You have to do what you need to do. And whether that's playing defense, whether that's getting to the gym early, leaving late, whatever the case, like, you have to hold your hold your weight. You have to carry your weight
and hold yourself accountable.
And I guess he's just not doing that in Dallas.
And you're gonna, if you're not, anywhere you go, it can't be the organization, right? Because you said he's been to Houston, he's been to Detroit, he's been to Dallas. Right. I mean, it's at some point it's not the team, it's you. And I would say that if you don't want to put in the work and you don't want to be the best that you could be and live up to the potential that Christian Wood has, because he has a lot of upside.
He has a lot of upside.
You're gonna find yourself playing with the Shanghai Sharks. Okay, you're gonna be over there with Dwight,
and Dwight trying to recruit, and he trying to recruit NBA players. He's like, "Hey,
it's where it's at, big homie.
Come over here." See, Dwight got a championship now, so he can kind of talk like that.
Yeah.
But you could find yourself playing for the Shanghai Sharks if you don't get it together.
No, facts, brother. So I'm not gonna stay too long on Christian Wood. I wish him nothing but the best. Honestly, we could work it out. I wouldn't mind bringing him back. I think he's a good piece. What I'm looking for, though, like we've already said, we're looking for, and I kind of agree with you when you're saying that we're not contenders, or you don't believe that we're contenders. I think we're in the mix. I think that will solidify us. We still need to address our center position.
Yeah, so that was gonna be and we said we weren't gonna stay long on
I know.
That was gonna be my question to you. Mm-hmm. If y'all do get rid of Christian Wood, who are you bringing in?
Well, Clint Capella has been rumored.
Okay, I like Clint.
I'm still holding out for Aiden. I guess I probably need to put my Aiden hopes and prayers.
Yeah, he's gonna stay in Phoenix this season.
It's what it sounds like. Maybe
push come to shove, y'all may can get him in February.
That's what I'm saying. We could probably revisit by the deadline. Mm-hmm. So I'm still holding out hopes for Aiden because I think that pick and roll is gonna be sickening, just disgusting.
Right.
But Clint Capella, I'm not mad at that too. We can put him in the pick and roll and he defends the basket. So I'm not mad. Either one of those two players, I'm good with. I'm also hoping that our rook will come along and gives us something. By mid-season, I hope we can start seeing glimpses of what he could be or what he could, possibly turn
also,
into.
Y'all still have old dude too. Play like Westbrook a little bit.
Jaden Hardy.
Yeah,
my boy.
I got some young studs.
Jaden Hardy. There's no I'm hearing. I've read little rumblings that people trying to come after Josh Green and Jaden Hardy. That's not happening.
Yeah.
We need those pieces. I want a young core and Jaden. But I've been said last year, 2 years ago for real, that Jaden Hardy was the second coming of Westbrook. And I think he's just going to be, I think he's an impact player. And once he kind of really learns how to, for real, shoot and learns how to really score, he's going to be a problem.
He is.
I can see him being an all-star, I'm not putting him at superstar status. Not saying that he couldn't develop into that one day, but I could definitely see him making some all-star teams for sure.
Right.
And he should get in the dunk contest next year. Well, I just threw that in there.
Yeah.
But that's all I really have, though.
Who do y'all have first game of the season?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Who do we have?
Yeah, I know who y'all have.
Who we got?
San Antonio.
Oh, we do. Yes. I think that's gonna be a great game. I'm actually gonna try to go to that if I can. If it's not sold out, I would love to see that. I think that would be amazing to see Wembanyama in the first game. In Dallas.
That's gonna be good, man.
That's gonna be I might have to see what
that's gonna be good.
What's that looking like? You talking about fading?
We man, if I can, if it's a Wednesday or something, I can definitely try.
We gonna bring that offline. Talk about that offline.
I think the Lakers' first game of the season is the Nuggets, so we got to watch them raise the banner. We got to watch them get their rings, and that's good. I want us to see that. I want us to feel that hurt and that from getting swept last year in the final. I mean, not in the finals, but in the in the Western Conference Finals. I want us to see that. We need to see that because we need that fire lit under us to move forward in the season. But that's all I have for the NBA.
Yeah, we'll tap back in once we get close to the season. Yeah, so you open the door right there, but I'm going to go ahead and close it because I have some stuff to say. But we'll wait. We'll wait.
Definitely. Just remember what you was going.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, it'll come back.
All right, so on to
we're gonna talk about these Texas Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about these Rangers,
on to
man.
the Rangers real
You know
quick.
what? We don't really got a beat yet because we don't do much baseball. But I'm just gonna play this song because it just seems fitting. So B, drop the beat. All right, man. The Texas Rangers. I'm so disappointed though, Velz. Like I'm right now. I mean, I'm in a state of confusion, a state of shock, almost in a state of embarrassment. A little bit. I think I probably will be embarrassed if this thing goes totally south.
Right.
Even though, and it's so hard. It's like, Shalice, why do you feel that way? You wasn't thinking about the Rangers. Yeah, I wasn't because the Rangers have been sorry for so long. Rangers ain't been good since 2010, 2011. Maybe even I think we tried to do something like in 2015. But we have not been good. So I knew we were building. I knew we was putting things together. And I knew that, I thought we was going to have an improvement season. I didn't think not the way this has been. We've played good all season. All season long. Until now.
Yeah.
Until right now, when we need to we should be coasting, getting ready to get to the postseason. Now we're fighting for our life because we've lost. We went on like an 8-game losing streak.
Man, that's crazy.
And the Seattle Mariners, you know what they did after All-Star break? They went on an 11-game win streak.
Wow.
And Seattle is finding ways to win, and they're winning by a lot of runs. They're not barely beating teams. They're whooping teams' asses. Like we used to do. I used to go check the Rangers score and we're beating people 15-3. Now what we're doing is we're losing at the last second. We're having to shout out to Ardolis Garcia. He did a walk-off home run. Like we're waiting for miracles. We're having to have miracles in order for us to win. When we was leading our division number 1 by 5 to 6 games all season, to now we're barely hanging on. I know we lost Jacob deGrom. We brought in Matt Scherzer. I feel like we brought in somebody else. Forgive me, I can't remember everything. I just don't understand how we got to this point that we're wild card team. We was about to have a bye round. I mean, we still got time. There's a lot of things that need to happen. But see, the Cowboys, I'm jumping ahead. But the Rangers are doing what the Cowboys do. They're now hoping that, this got to happen for this to happen. When we was controlling our own destiny. Now, we need the Mariners to lose games. We need the Astros to lose games. And we got to win games. Literally, that's what has to happen for us to clinch our division. When we had it sold up all season long, you wait till the last 2 months of the season to decide that y'all want to go to the Rangers of old? I'm pissed. And I'm I don't even know how we got to this. I mean, how you feel, Velz?
Well, I feel the same. We can't start slipping right now. Looking at the AL West, Seattle is 77 and 60. Houston is 78 and 61. We're 76 and 61. And then it falls off after that. Like you said, we still have a fighting chance. We're at 500.
Yeah, we one game back.
Yeah. So,
but every game counts now.
Every game counts. So we definitely have to step our game up. Right now, it looks like the best team right now in the league is the Atlanta Braves. They are
they hot. They
90 and 46.
Oh yeah, they are hot. Man, shout out to Matt Olson. Shout out to Ronald Acuna Jr. Like, and shit. Man, Olson he did some kind of career. I can't even remember what it was. He just did. Man, the Braves have just been showing their ass. And that's like my second favorite team. Out of respect for my papa, man, because my papa was an Atlanta Braves fan, so I always got like a special place for the Atlanta Braves.
Right.
So I'm kind of, and Braves have been, I would say the Braves have sucked up until the past few years, man. Yeah. So honestly, it's their time. But it's our time too. You know what I mean? Another hot team, the Dodgers. Dodgers been putting on clinics.
Dodgers always gonna be. They 84 and 52. They always gonna be in the mix.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
always.
That's one of those
historic
and they started
franchises.
off slow.
They started off slow, but then they've been doing their thing. What are the Rangers at home? The Rangers right now at home are 43 and 27 at home.
Yeah.
We got Rangers. Hey, we got to pick it back up. I want to see us compete in the playoffs, man.
Right.
I do. I want something to root for. Like, I want to wear my Texas Rangers jerseys and my shirts. And what's our little hashtag right now? Straight up Texas.
Straight up Texas.
So, like, straight up, y'all got to pick it up. Period.
Straight up, y'all got to pick it up. Yo, no, facts. Period. Like, no, seriously, though. Because how did we get here? It's just still baffling to me. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the Rangers to do any of this season. But now that since we're here, you let us here. You made me believe. Don't let me down.
Right.
I got enough let down.
Right.
My other two teams let me down. Don't you be the third.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep a close eye on the Rangers and keep y'all up to date on that.
For sure.
But yeah.
It's heating up. All right, man. I think the moment that we've all been waiting for. You want to do the honors or shall I?
Go ahead and do the honors.
Beezy, please drop that beat. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's
Man,
back.
it's back. It's back. The NFL is back.
Man, hold up.
And I know we have a lot of listeners who are excited about football season because it's going to be a good one. I really feel like it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I'm so glad I like football now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad I like football now because I'm really excited.
It just brings people together.
Yes, man. Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays. Like, yes, the NFL is back.
Yes, man. Jesus.
And so I guess, we'll lead with this. Games start this week.
Yep.
On Thursday. It starts off with the defending champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, going up against the Detroit Lions. I think we all know how that game is going to end. But anything can happen.
You know what? Hey, we laugh, man, but Detroit is coming along.
Okay.
Detroit, no, for real. I know we're used to the Detroit Kitty Cats. Mm-hmm. They're not the Detroit Kitty Cats anymore. They have graduated to the Detroit, what we're going to call them. What we're going to call them. They're not kitty cats. They're Detroit, let's say.
Cats. We'll take the kitty out.
Yeah, they're Detroit cats. Right. They're not quite lions there, but they're cats, But, yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs in this game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I said all to say I'm still taking the Chiefs.
Going with the Chiefs.
Detroit is building.
Yeah.
I think Detroit could be a playoff team. I know my AJ will love that one.
Okay. I guess we'll just have to wait and see with that one. Did you kind of want to run through the games that are going to be on it?
And then let's give our predictions of the game. The games this week. We can do that.
Okay, so with Kansas City versus Detroit, they play Thursday night. I'm going with Kansas City on that one.
Sure. Yeah.
Carolina,
night, all that.
Yeah, Carolina, Atlanta. Who you got?
Ew.
That's an ugly game. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man, because both teams. Carolina made a lot of moves, man. They got the new quarterback, rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. So, inexperience as far as NFL goes. I'm taking the Falcons in this one, though. I'm taking the Falcons in this one. Bijan, this is his debut. We're jumping ahead, but I do got Bijan on my fantasy, so I need him to do good. So I'm taking the Falcons, man. I think, they'll take care of business. I think Bijan's gonna have a big game. He's gonna definitely put the league on notice, even though they already know. But he's gonna solidify it.
Running back, right?
Running back, yes, on Sunday.
All right.
What you got?
I'm going Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we got Houston, Texas, Baltimore Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens on that one.
Definitely going with the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson coming back.
Yep.
You know, I know he's hungry to get a revenge season going. He ended the season last year hurt.
Yep.
Didn't get to play in the playoff game. And Houston,
Odell.
Houston, I think they're gonna be have another sorry year. So, and they got Odell.
Yeah. Ravens
so I'm going with Baltimore.
I'm going with the Ravens too, Velz, for everything you said. Now, as far as Houston, of course, they're starting a rookie quarterback, so it's going to be growing pains there. But I will disagree. I don't think Houston will be sorry this year.
Okay.
I think that Houston are not. They're not playoff ready. No, but you will see improvement this year.
Okay.
Just because they got a new coach, new system, rookie. Quarterback seems to be is that Stroud?
Schultz.
Huh?
They got Schultz.
They do.
Schultz is on my fantasy team. I need him to go off. I think he'll be a top target, so I need him to go off.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
think so too. But I do see the Texans winning more games than they did last year. Not quite a playoff team, but they are definitely improving.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Next game we got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, so I'm going with the Bengals over the Browns. Even though I feel like Deshaun, finally coming, he can play a full season this year. He's not going to be suspended any games.
Yeah.
And so, I'm gonna go with, but I'm still gonna go with the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals over the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Cleveland's. I think Cleveland's gonna be decent this year for sure. I don't know playoffs, but decent. And, I mean, I'm just not going to go against my guy, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, man. T. Higgins, those guys?
Yeah.
Nah, not happening. What's the next one we got after that?
So the next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indiana Colts. I'm going with the Jags.
Going with the Jags on that one as well. Colts got a rookie quarterback.
Yep, going with them.
And then Jonathan Taylor,
Go ahead.
And then Jonathan Taylor, he's, they haven't gotten their contract dispute figured out yet, so it look like he may be missing some games. And the Jaguars, they on the upswing. They ended the season pretty good,
Yeah.
So, sunshine.
Yeah, I'm going with them. And the player because we're coming up on the game now. We're coming up on the game, so the Bucks and the Vikings. That's who I was thinking about.
You think about what's his face? Baker.
Yes, Baker Mayfield. But as far as the game goes, that one. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Yeah,
I think I'm going with the Vikings on that one.
I'm taking the Vikings as well.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. I think the Bucks are in a rebuilding stage. And that's just where they are. The Vikings, they lost. What's his face? Who they lose? What's that running back? Because he went to the Jets.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook. They lost Dalvin Cook, but Alexander Madison is not a bad running back, man. So I'm still taking the Vikings. Kirk Cousins again, experience. I always go with experience.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it. That's how I got the Vikings. I don't. And Jay Jettas, man. They. Come on, man. Nah. Vikings got that game.
Yep. So the next game after that on Sunday, Titans Saints.
Interesting.
That is interesting. The Saints. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one.
That's a tricky game. Derek Carr. No, not Derek. Derek Carr isn't. Who's down there in
As far as their quarterback?
Yeah, who's the Saints quarterback?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is the Saints quarterback. Well, who's the Raiders quarterback?
The Raiders quarterback is
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo, right?
Okay, yes. Okay. I'm taking the Saints in this one.
Okay. You
taking
going
the
Saints?
I'm going Saints. Even though the Titans got Derrick Henry, got DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm going with the Titans on that one.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I see why you would.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for some reason, that black and gold, I don't know.
Right, definitely. All right, moving on to the next one. Niners, Steelers. Of course, I'm going with the Niners. Brock Purdy,
Yeah.
starting QB. He ended the season well last year, played well in the playoffs. He beat us, the Cowboys, that is. So, yeah, I'm going with the 49ers on that one. What you got?
I'm taking the Niners on that one, even though I hate them, but I'm taking the Niners. Pittsburgh, I don't know. I don't know what Pittsburgh is right now.
Right. I don't
know.
either.
So, Niners.
All right. So now we got Cardinals, Commanders. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Taking the Commanders.
Why?
I'm taking the Commanders because the Cardinals don't have a quarterback. Kyler Murray is out. I don't know for how long.
Is Kyler out?
Kyler's out.
Oh, okay. So never mind. I'll go ahead and go with the Commanders on
Even
that one.
though the Commanders, I feel like, they're
just feel like
going
they
through
always trash.
organizational changes.
Yes.
But the Commanders, and I hate to say this, the Commanders are not a bad team. They were just badly ran.
Right. The organization was.
Yes. So, I'm taking the Commanders over
They
the
didn't
Cardinals.
do a whole name change and all that.
Yeah, Cardinals is just they all over the place.
Yeah.
They ain't got they house not clean.
Okay. So Commanders it is.
Yep.
On that one, now we got Packers, Bears. I am going
interesting.
with the Bears.
I am going with the Bears too, Vils. Why are you
think-
going with the Bears?
I think Justin Fields,
Yeah.
I think he is going to do his thing. This is his second year, right? Is
Third.
it sophomore season? Third season? Okay. So I think Justin Fields has had enough experience at this point to lead his team, at least for this game, to victory. And yeah, that's really why I'm going with. I just got the Bears.
Yeah, I'll take the Bears. I'm taking the Bears. I feel like the Packers are in the rebuilding stage. They're moving on from Aaron Rodgers. They kind of got to see what that looks like.
Right.
They got players in position. I think the receiver core is decent. I think they'll gel come along as the season progresses. But as far as right now, you got Justin Fields, you got DJ Moore. I think that is a better team right now.
Right. So then we have Raiders, Broncos. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna take the Broncos here.
Okay.
I'm taking the Broncos here. The reason why I'm taking the Broncos here is because I know Russell is not Russ of the past, right? But I think can't be Father Time. I think his time has passed, but I still feel like Russell has a little bit left in the tank. I think this is a prove-it year for him, for himself. They still have a decent receiving core, Jerry Jeudy. Courtney Sutton. Those guys.
They also have a new coach as well.
Yes.
Payton. Sean
Yes,
Payton.
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
It does.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm picking the Broncos because of Sean Payton.
Period on that one. I'm going Broncos as well.
Yeah.
Even though I want to see what Garoppolo does with the
I
Raiders.
think that's gonna be decent.
But I'm going Broncos as well.
Fantasy purposes, I need Garoppolo to do great because I got Devontae Adams. So yeah, I need Garoppolo to be excellent this season.
Right.
Go ahead.
Next game, Dolphins, Chargers.
That's an interesting game.
I'm going Dolphins. I think Tua, if he should be healthy first game of the season. Who else do they have as far as like running back and receiver?
What's his face? Oh, geez, Jalen Ramsey's on playing cornerback. They traded for him. Who else is over there? What's the running back? Waddle. Yes, Waddle. As far as receiver, I'm not mad at that. As far as that's a tough one for me, Vels, because I can't count out Justin Herbert. I can't count out Keenan Allen. I can't count out Austin Eckler. I can't count out those guys.
That's a tough game to pick.
I'm right.
I know where you're going.
Okay. Woo, that's tough. I'm calling Chargers.
Okay.
I'm calling Chargers on that one.
All right. That's a good pick. I'm not mad at it. Next game, Eagles, Patriots. Obviously, Eagles.
Yeah.
I think that, coming off of that, that Super Bowl loss,
Yeah.
I think they're going to be hungry and ready. I don't see the Patriots being that good this year.
Yeah.
And so, I'm going with the Eagles. Hurts is going to do his thing.
I believe that.
So, yeah, I'm going with the Eagles on that.
I'm riding with the Eagles as well on this one. Not riding with them, but I'm picking them to win. Let me make sure we understand that. I am not riding with the Eagles. I'm picking them to win this game. Yeah, for everything that you just said, Hunger. Jalen Hurts riding a high. Just signed him what we will call a max contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The team pretty much came back, plus added in the draft, which they took all of Georgia's defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Brown, I mean, what are you going to do with that? Devontae Smith, what are you going to do with that? Was it Darius Slay? All those guys? Yeah, I don't see the Patriots being able to compete. But, you know, when there's Belichick, there's a way.
Yeah.
But
I'll be waiting to see what Zeke does. If he gets in the game and plays well, I will be rooting for Zeke. I'm gonna continue to root for Zeke. Yeah. That's just what I'm gonna do. Like, that's my guy. His rookie year, him and Dak's rookie year was an amazing year. It was a magical year. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he played for the Cowboys up until now, you know, since he's been drafted. So, you know, I'm gonna miss you, Zeke.
No, for facts. I'm definitely gonna miss Zeke.
I was hoping that we had brought him back, but he ended up getting snatched up by the Patriots. So
of all the places.
Right, of all places, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm going to ride with the Eagles on that one. Or pick them to win that game on that one.
We got to be careful with our wording, Velz.
Definitely got to be careful. So.
What's next?
Rams, Seahawks.
Yeah.
Going with the Seahawks on this one. I don't know why. I think Smith coming back, playing in that quarterback role, Geno Smith, you know, more experience with that roster. I think that he's ready. I mean, the Seahawks weren't too bad last year. No,
they wasn't.
So I'm gonna ride with them on that one.
I'm taking Seahawks here too.
Yeah.
The Rams. I think they went on that magical run and that was it. I never believed in Matt Stafford. Right. Didn't believe him in Detroit. Don't believe him in LA. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's that guy, pal.
Yeah. So
I don't think he's that guy. And like you said, Geno, he had a good comeback season, if we want to call it that.
Right.
You still got what's his name, DK Metcalf. You still got Loc'd. I mean, those guys are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Seattle on this one for me.
Yep. So we'll skip over the last game, the primetime game on Sunday night. We'll go ahead and skip to Monday and then come back.
Let's do that.
Monday night
That's actually a great Monday night game.
Bills Jets.
That's a great Monday night.
That is a great Monday night game. You got Aaron Rodgers, QB for the Jets, and then you just got the Buffalo Bills, who are just good.
Right.
They just good. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick quick. I'm gonna take the Bills.
You're taking the Bills here?
I'm taking the Bills on that one.
I'm gonna give you the upset. I'm taking Jets here, dude. I'm taking the Jets because the Jets, and I've said this. I said the Jets. They're gonna make us stop laughing at the Jets. They're no longer gonna be the laughing stock of the NFL.
Oh yeah. Of course they've upgraded. Yes.
I mean, just all around.
Even last year they had some crazy wins.
Oh yeah, they did. So. And that's all they were missing was a quarterback, and they got that in Aaron Rodgers. Now he's older. But Aaron Rodgers can still play the game.
And I feel like Aaron Rodgers has a point to prove.
He does.
If Tom Brady can play at an elite level at his age before he finally retired officially, I feel like Aaron Rodgers can do the same.
I believe that.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers is still a bad man. Obviously, we have to wait and see what the season looks like. But so Aaron is going to be ready. But I'm just going to go with the Bills on that one.
I understood, and I understand why you would.
Mm-hmm.
But at the Jets gonna put a lot of fear in that AFC. I do believe that the Jets gonna put some fear in that AFC, man, because Breece Hall is coming back, and he was on to a great start his rookie campaign until he got hurt. You got the Sauce Gardners. You got who else that came over there from the Jets? Like you said, Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook over there now.
Didn't they get Cobb as well? Randall
Cobb's up there. That's Aaron's favorite target, at least when they was in Green Bay. So. That team is building. That team is going to be a play. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Jets will be a playoff team this year. And that's all I got on that one.
Okay, well.
The main event?
Sunday night. Sunday night. We got The Cowboys versus the Giants. The
Yes.
Cowboys season opener against the
Let's
Giants
go.
on Sunday night primetime football, baby.
Division rivalry.
The division rivalry. And obviously, y'all should already know where we're going with this one. I'm going to go Cowboys.
Cowboys, duh.
I'm going to go Cowboys, man. We got to do our thing this year.
Man.
We got to do our thing this season. But that's my pick for the game, and then we'll get into the Cowboys.
Yes. I'm with Velz. Duh. Cowboys, we're going to beat Big Blue. We're going to beat Big Blue. Point blank, period. It's happening. Cowboys. Undefeated already.
Right.
Nah.
Going to the Super Bowl. No.
Nah. Yo, okay. So now that we're here, the Cowboys. Are you truly excited about this season?
I
Are you
am.
excited about the Cowboys? Are you feeling good about it? Where are you? What is your level of excitement with these Cowboys? And where do you see our season going? How does our season play out, Velz? Early prediction. Just tell me how you see this season playing out.
Well, first of all, yes, I am excited about the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, every year I'm going to be excited as long as we got a decent team, like a competing team, a decent team. I'm excited about them. My hopes for the Cowboys this year, as far as like record prediction, I'm going 13-4.
13-4.
I feel like we'll go 13-4 this season, and obviously I don't want us to lose a game, but obviously I know that there will be some Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays that we will lose.
Of course.
I'm going 13-4. I'm not worried about the record. I'm not worried about us making the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. What are we going to do in the playoffs?
Yeah.
We got past the first round.
Mm-hmm.
We got past the second round, right?
Mm-mm.
No? So this
We lost in the second round.
All right, so we gotta get past the second round.
Yeah.
We've done the first round thing already.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see us perform. I want to see Dak play out of his mind. I want to see Dak. I want to see the Dak come back with confidence. I want to see that running Dak again. I want Dak to be a mobile quarterback this year. I have big hopes for CeeDee Lamb. I think he'll still play well. We got a new corner, right?
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore,
who has been picking Dak off in training camp, but that's neither here nor there.
Is that not alarming to you?
Whew. I'm not gonna lie and say it's not, man, because I think, Dak, we can't go into the season already in your head about throwing picks and afraid to throw the ball down the field because of picks. Dak is literally gonna have to lead us this year. Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to lead us to where we want to go this year. He has to, man.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I've been on the fence with Dak. Like, I've been done with Dak. I've been ready to trade Dak. I've loved Dak. I'm like, okay, Dak, Dak is cool. Like, never mind. But honestly, though, Lyse, if he does not perform this season like I expect him to, and like I want him to, he needs to be gone.
Woo!
He needs to be gone.
Woo!
I'm riding with you, Dak, because you still got that star on the side of your helmet.
Huh.
I'm riding with you. Ooh. And I've been riding with you since you've been drafted, to this team.
See, I ain't even want your ass to start. I thought you should have backed up Tony Romo, but that's a different story. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. Nah. When I saw what he did in that preseason his rookie year, I was like, yeah, can we play both? Can we do both?
They interchange the quarterbacks.
But Dak has to lead us to the promised land this year. If he does not do that, and he's still playing mediocre football, I want him gone.
Ooh, mediocre football.
And that's just my take on it. What's your take on it?
So first things first, I will admit I am not really excited about the season because I just don't know.
Really?
Well, I'm excited about the season, but I ain't drunk the Kool-Aid yet.
Yeah.
Because it's the letdowns. Mm-hmm. See, the Cowboys, we had this, the relationship.
I know it. I get it.
It's abusive. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's an emotional roller coaster.
It is. And it's just like, here I go, giving my heart away. And, they play with it. They toy with it. Made me believe we're going to go walk down the aisle. Yep. And then leave me high and dry.
Right.
Year in, year out. We're doing this song and dance. So I'm just like, you know what? They're on a prove it deal with me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch every Sunday. I'm going to have my gear on. I'm going to have me a couple of drinks. I'm going to eat some good food. And I'm going to watch the game. I'm going to yell at the TV. I'm going to do all the things. But I just, the emotional side of it, I can't get involved in it. They got to earn my emotions this season. Because I'm always giving my emotions up for the free.
That's fair.
You know? So that's where I am with the Cowboys. Dak, that worries me. Mm-hmm. It worries me that you're continuing to get picked off. Mm-hmm. Because last season, you were picked off, 10, 11 times? Unacceptable. And you didn't even play the whole season? Unacceptable.
And I don't want to see him looking up with that face. And I don't want to see that. I just don't.
No,
we understand you're a quarterback, so picks happen.
It do happen.
But I don't want to see that dumb look after the pick. And you looking up trying to see. Now, you know what happened, bro.
Right.
Because, like, sometimes I feel like Dak takes chances that are unnecessary when he could have just ran the ball. Or,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody was open. No.
Yep.
Like I said, Dak got to lead us to the promised land.
I agree.
And I understand why you feel the way you feel. I do. It is a prove it. I said I'm excited about the season because it's the NFL. Like, right. I'm excited. I want to see what we do. But it is a prove it season. Yeah. You got to show me. I'm not from St. Louis, but you got to show me. You have to show me.
Yo.
And like I said what I said. Like, if he doesn't do it this year, we got to find somebody at that spot. We just got Trey Lance.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Let me stop you right there because that is a great question I got for you. How do you feel about that deal? How do you feel about that Trey Lance trade? We didn't give up anything for him, you know.
Fourth rounder, right?
Yeah, fourth rounder. But he was what? He's a former what?
He was a first round. I think he was like number
2, 3,
2 or 3. Yeah, number 2 or 3 pick.
So what does that say to you about that situation?
It
that was kind of left
that
field.
Dak, you're on the clock. If you don't perform, we got somebody else that could come up and take your spot. That's what it says to me. Yeah. And honestly, it was kind of messy a little bit because it was unexpected. Mm-hmm.
They didn't even consult with him about it.
Coach didn't even know about it.
No.
That's what's mind-boggling to me. It's just like, how does your head coach not know that you guys are going to go trade for a quarterback?
That tells you a lot, though.
It does. How do you feel about the Trey Lance situation?
I like it. For everything that you said, I feel like that should light a fire up under Dak's ass. For sure. But let's also take in consideration, too, that Trey Lance is a third-string quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know. Cooper Rush is the second string. So if anything
Cooper is still there, yep.
Yeah. So if anything was happening to Dak, Cooper will be next in line.
Right. But
what it says to me, like you said, that yeah, we're not playing with you. Mm-mm. You start doing that BS, we're gonna figure something out.
Right.
And I still believe in Dak. I'm very, very disappointed on, the interceptions. I want him to be more mobile, like you said, use those legs.
Yeah.
I know ever since that injury, he doesn't take off like he should. Mm-hmm. We did see him get a little mobile last year.
Yeah.
He needs to lead us. And I still think Dak can do it. I do, in my heart, I do believe he can get us there. But he needs to... How can you elevate your game at 30? You know what I mean?
There's ways.
And I believe that. Okay. Has he hit his ceiling? Do you think?
No, I don't, because we got to see what their arm look like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen it, in games and in glimpses, but we got to see what their arm look like. Like I said, if he can put together his throwing arm and him taking off and being mobile, because we know you can hand the ball off to a running back. That's easy. But if he can do both of those things, then he can be elite.
Yeah, I believe. Like he's a top 10 quarterback.
I don't feel like he's reached his ceiling. I feel like it's still something. I think it's still something left in there. He just has to dig down deep and also get out of his head.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I don't know Dak personally, obviously, but I feel like he just thinks too much. He thinks too much, and he gets in his own head, and that's what causes him to make mistakes.
I believe that.
But I feel like if he can get that arm together and be mobile like he used to be,
Yeah.
I feel like we'll be good.
And you know what? And what also makes me, kind of like, all right, I still believe in that because now, Kellen Moore's gone. He's in San Diego. He's their offensive coordinator. Mike McCarthy is now calling the offense. So let's see what that looks like. Maybe he's tailoring it more to what Dak's capabilities. Maybe he's opening up the game more. We don't know. I'm willing to see what that looks like.
Right.
You're right. It has to happen.
Yeah.
The window. It's so weird about this window. The Cowboys window is weird because we draft so well. So it's always like our window is always open. They're like the window's closing in on us, but the window's always open because we draft really well.
Right.
That's tough, man.
It is tough.
It's tough.
This is what happens when you're a Cowboys fan.
It sucks, and that's why I hate being a Cowboys fan sometimes. If I can be honest with you, like I hate it because it's like, dude, like y'all are good. And it's just like, why not be good? Because you're good. You have the roster.
Right.
I think I'll move on from Dak, man, because it's just more so of him, like you said, getting out of his head, moving, throwing the ball. Making the best decisions, and all his and I will say this too, all his interceptions last year is not strictly his fault. Right. There was a lot of them receivers that they weren't catching the ball, like the tip passes, or not running the correct route. CeeDee Lamb. So like,
you funny.
This needs to be CeeDee Lamb's breakout year.
Right.
This needs to be. I guess Tony Pollard's breakout year was last season, but now this is. You are RB1. This needs to be your breakout year. I know he's coming back from injury. Deuce Vaughn, I'm excited about. I think that tandem is going to be exciting. That's going to be a really fast, agile.
Did we keep Deuce?
Yeah, Deuce is on the team.
Oh, okay. I'm making sure.
Yeah. No, Deuce.
Maybe I'm thinking about another player.
Yeah, Deuce is still there.
Okay.
We got Brandon Cooks adding to the receiver room. I'm not high on Brandon Cooks. He's not a terrible player. I think he's good. I think. He's good for what he does.
Right.
I think he'll open up the game. He's not slot. CeeDee Lamb's more slot. But I think Michael Gallup will have a better year because he was really nursing injury. Yesterday. That's why you nursed injury yesterday. He was really nursing an injury last year. I think he'll be better. I'm not mad at it. I think they're going to utilize Turpin.
Yep.
For more than just special teams. I'm excited. I am excited about seeing what this team can do, but I'm tailoring my expectations until I see what this team can do.
Right.
Micah Parsons, of course, like he's in the 99 club on Matt. Yeah.
The Lion is still hungry.
Ready to eat up you quarterbacks. Pause.
You funny.
But I am looking forward to the season. We just gotta bring it, man. And I see our record, if I can kind of glance over the thing, our schedule. Yeah, I think 13-4 is fair.
I think so.
I think 13-4 is fair. We need to win the games that we're supposed to win.
Got to.
And that's the thing. Sometimes we don't win those games that we're supposed to win. And we need to. Looking at the schedule, so far, like, what I'm seeing, the games I'm kind of looking forward to, of course, the Eagles game.
Yeah.
We have to beat the Eagles. Like, for my sanity, we have to beat the Eagles.
I say we go 1-1 with them this season.
You think we're going to split with them?
Yeah. I think we'll split. And that's just, speaking from reality, I think we'll split with the Eagles.
It's possible. I don't believe, I believe in the Eagles, but I don't believe in the Eagles. I'm looking forward to that Jets game, man. I feel we say the Packers are Achilles heel, but I think it's really just Aaron Rodgers. We need to beat Aaron Rodgers. We play them week 2. We need to beat Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we just got to make things right for Dez.
Yeah.
Because Dez caught it.
Right.
Dan Blandino.
He definitely did.
I still can't stand him. Another game on our schedule that I'm looking forward to, Buffalo Bills. That's telling. We play them week 15. We should be in our stride. We should be ready. Like week 15, this is gearing us up for the playoffs. So we should know exactly who we are by the time we play the Bills. Miami's going to be another good one.
Yeah.
We play them right after the Bills. I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I see the Cowboys. Jeez, man. The sky's the limit. Our potential is there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see us in the Super Bowl in Arizona in 2024. That's all I'm saying.
I want that too. I want it so bad.
And I really feel like if we're not in the Super Bowl or at least in that what is it, is it the conference championship?
Mm-hmm.
It's a waste of a season. I'm gonna call it now. If we're not playing at least in the conference championship, the season was a bust.
Yeah,
because we're better than that.
we are.
We done brought in Stephon Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? We improved our roster, so we can't get over that hump. Things need to change, whether it be in Dak, whether it be in Mike McCarthy.
Yes,
something has to change.
Both of them on the hot seat this year.
I believe that.
Both of them.
Because like I said, Mike McCarthy's calling the offense now. You got free reign. This is your doing. And then you head coaching, you're managing the personalities, and you also calling the offensive plays. So you have no excuses. You can't. If we're not moving the ball up the field, it's not a Kellen Moore problem no more. It's a Mike McCarthy problem.
I wanted Sean Payton. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did too.
There were rumblings in the past that he could
rumblings.
be coming to Dallas, but they just believe in Mike McCarthy. So, I'm with you. But
and we like to hold on to coaches for like.
I don't
forever.
understand. I just don't like Garrett. Like should have been gone.
It was
way
no
before
reason.
he left. He should have been gone.
He should have not been on this team. Been coaching this team for 10+ years
at all. But yeah, honestly though, that's all I have to say about the Cowboys. Again, I am excited about the season. I'm excited about football coming back this week. And I mean, we obviously, you guys will touch on different games and matchups, as the season goes on. Of course, we're going to continue to talk about the Cowboys, I'm sure, every episode.
Of course.
Especially after games. And so, it's here. It's back.
It's back. It's back. I'm ready. I can't wait to watch. Like I said, every Sunday, got the gear on. We're gonna do what we do, man. Go Cowboys, man. Shout out to the boys, man.
Yep.
Go whoop Daniel Jones's ass come next Sunday night. You hear me?
Definitely. Well, Lyse, I think that's a wrap.
I think it
on
is.
episode 18.
It was fun.
It was definitely fun.
We got it. You know what I'm saying? We back. Football season back, so we back. God dang it, it's happening.
Right.
We finna go in here and talk some Cowboy mess. It's a wrap on episode 18. I definitely want to get my shout outs. Man, shout out to our guy Dev over there, My Thoughts, My Opinion Sports Podcast, man. Doing his damn thing. Also, check out, if y'all Ravens fans, go check his At the Bank podcast, Ravens podcast, man. Everything, nothing but Ravens. You know what I'm saying? That's our guy. So, hey, he's a Ravens fan.
Yep.
You can't pick. Sometimes you can't pick your guys and what teams they root for. But Ravens. I feel like they're gonna do good this season, man. I'm be nice to you. They're gonna do alright this season. But yeah, go make sure y'all tune in, check him out, man. He do live episodes, man. If you can't catch the live, make sure you go back on YouTube and check it out. Real good dude. You got any shout outs?
Just if you haven't listened to episode 17 with Eugene Campbell III, go ahead and go check that out.
Definitely check it out. We got video for y'all too.
Got video on YouTube. Yeah. I know you guys want to see more of that. So yeah, shout out to Eugene. Go check that episode out. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
All right. Well, and then until next time.
Our socials.
Oh yeah. And as always, please follow us, like, share, subscribe. All of that, man.
Interact.
Repost.
Interact,
man.
With the polls and all of that.
Come on, man. We want to get feedback. So, man, do all of that. Follow us on all our social medias. You can catch us on Instagram at LOCDN Sports. SPORTS. That's Locked In Sports on Instagram. We also go by the same name on Facebook. That's at LOCDN Sports SPORTS, man. Tap in. Where else can we be found, Velz?
Also, you can follow us on Twitter at Locked In Sports. That's LOCD, the letter N, Sports spelled the correct way. And then also on YouTube.
Definitely on YouTube, because, you know what I'm saying, if you want to catch, we do a little video here and there. Well, we also got the audio up as well. And we're also like she said, on YouTube at LOCD, the letter N, Sports, SPORTS. Let's go run those numbers up. Let's go like. Let's go leave comments. Yo, let's get into it. It's football season, baby. You know we're going to be in here talking our noise. So, man, interact. All right, Velz, I'm done. I'm tired. It's Labor Day weekend. Let's go turn up. It's been real. It's the one and only Lyse.
And it's your girl Velz, a.k.a. Velly Vel, if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are Locked in Sports. Peace.
I like sports, and that's it.